Hello world, my name is Sky Ainsworth. I am an aspiring writer living in Southern California. I was also a trained journalist in the Army. And right now I am giving this as a COVID-19 virus update number one, slash number two. The reason why, what is happening, and where am I getting my information from. So I feel I'm noticing the trends in how the pandemic and the government response to it are going. And I noticed some key moments. First, I happen to live where I get information from Los Angeles, San Diego, Arizona, and Mexico. I also happen to live next to a very busy border. So I get news from all those sources along with the national news that everyone is familiar with. And as a result, there's a national perspective and a local perspective that I feel that I can understand, and I just understand what's happening across the country. The local perspective changes from community to community and what people live in those communities. Um, Concerning the current hoarding of supplies, I think we are seeing the segment of the population that lives paycheck to paycheck. And those people also eat out once a day. Those people have ready access to a store and will pick up groceries as needed. When a previous crisis arose and people could prepare, it was noted that toilet paper and cleaning supplies were bought up immediately. Um, Concerning the smaller communities, something that was mentioned in my county, and I bet was mentioned elsewhere, the community has endured a crisis before. And as a result, the people are pulling together and adjusting. Driving around the large town I live in, like week one, now week two of the quarantine, different businesses are open and closed, some busy. The interesting side effect of so many businesses being forced to shut down, the owners are taking it as an opportunity to install renovations or upgrade. So a lot of jobs are being created in the construction and hardware store industries. Now, as for the larger communities, that is where anxiety and the evidence of a change in behavior is evident. Major traffic is gone, people are confronted with shortages, and many people are not taking to heart the notion that they need to not move about and interact with other people. Concerning supplies, the common refrain I am hearing, across the border, Mexican stores are full. Something else. The smaller communities tend to be static economically, meaning every job in the community is worked by someone in the community. And when a problem hits one segment of the economy, those people are connected to others who can support them. In the cities, this is hurting a lot of people, as a lot of the service industry and entertainment establishments and their workers are suffering loss of business. Contractors and luxury service workers are suffering. The result is some businesses are going to suffer and shut down, others will not. This is when you are going to see restaurants with a loyal customer fan base pull through, while poorly run businesses are going to fail. So why I am making this update number one video? Well, five days ago, the news reported two things. San Diego hospitals has empty test kits but are out of stock on reagents for the kits, and the San Diego hospitals will not be able to handle the capacity of patients expected. This is shocking when you know, that San Diego is at, just so many different hospitals, facilities, beds, rooms, ERs. Like, there's this ridiculous number of hospitals there. So, and they are also reporting shortages of supplies at this time. So when the concept of society breaks down and warning signs, running out of reagents for the test kits is the first sign. Running out of toilet paper is a supermarket and bulk store just means the supply chain is depleted at that level. Because toilet paper is still being made and transported across the roads. but can the community handle medical equipment running out? Um, and in that case, we are seeing the alcohol producing facility, factories turning from alcohol consumption to hand sanitizer. Um, respirators, being built, constructed in other places, and face mask. Yeah, that's another thing that's like they're coming about. So, um, and that's why I want to bring up update number 2. Hospitals across the nation are reporting shortages of medical supplies. As I make this video, several states are on lockdown, but not the entire country. And the government is working on giving money to all the poor people along with a construction job stimulus package. Jobs go down, jobs have to come up somewhere else. Other than anxious people, the general mood of the nation is of calm. I personally live with 2 at-risk people, or at-risk population people, so it's the concern is high, but the response in the initial days of, hey, there's a virus going down, what's the instructions to the community before quarantine and the lockdown starts going down? Everywhere I went, cleaning, and something to keep in mind is at the borders and border crossing places, it's not uncommon for everywhere you go into to smell of disinfectant. Like, being clean is a common thing everywhere you go around here. And the reason why is because, like, traffic. We just know that, you keep a place clean and you keep infection and disease away. You keep yourself healthy. So, in places where, hygiene and sanitation practices aren't up to snuff, yeah, you're gonna have problems. So, as far as like the people I'm caring for and the people we are interacting with, the concern and fear is not there. There's now there is the issue of how much information is going out. The people I interact with, they are well informed, and the anxiety minimal. So this virus, this epidemic, this pandemic, the threat it possesses is real, but the community, the herd immunity, the social distancing, the practices of just sanitation, they are there. So, but plus, like, and these 2, yeah, they go out into the stores like almost once a day. It's like, guys, just stop, please. But it's interesting just what is happening. So, yeah, that's my update with /1/2 that I wanted to give, and we'll see what else happens. It's like I'm just noticing that, okay, here's the course of events. Now, what's going to pivot, or what's a key event. So, just stuff I thought I would notice and share with the world. So, stay safe out there, everybody, and wash your hands.